Now, since the 2000s, the global order in the world of economics is showing a tectonic shift. That change has fast-tracked over the last decade. The so-called Global South is increasingly looking to rewrite the rules of the world economy. If the data over the past decade is anything to go by, the Global South's initiatives seem to be working as of now. The Group of Seven, or the G7, is a forum of highly industrialized democratic nations with significant economic and political power globally. Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the UK and even the US make up the G7. On the other hand, the Global South consists of countries mostly located in Asia, Latin America and Africa. As developing nations, they tend to have lower per capita incomes, greater poverty rates and a common economic and colonial past. The G7 nations have had disproportionate influence over the years, but the Global South is pushing for more representation and a more equitable global system. The Brics group, coined in 2001 after Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, is part of the Global South. The contribution of the Brics group to the world GDP surpassed the G7 in 2023 with a share of 32.1% compared to developed groups' 29.9%. The Global South's combined share of global GDP and its influence on world governance continue to expand. Non-G7 economies, on the other hand, contribute more than 41% of global GDP, with their share and impact expected to grow further. According to the IMF's 2025 outlook, emerging market and even developed economies account for about 41.2% of global GDP, which is a historic high. In comparison to this, advanced economies represent 58.8%. While that is still higher, the G7's relative share has continued to steadily decline from about 65% in 2000. For the Global South, leading this charge are nations like China and India. China makes up 16.9% of the world GDP. India is rapidly consolidating its position as the fourth largest global economy. In fact, the latest US-led trade war seems to reflect that change in the world order. Both the Asian giants have stood their ground amidst President Trump's tariff rhetoric. The US has imposed 50% tariffs on India and attacked the country for its Russian oil purchases. But in response to this, India has diplomatically pointed to America's double standards and continued to buy Russian energy. China, on the other hand, has used leverage tactics to strong arm the US into talks.